And good morning to you all, and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from y'all by the sea here in Ireland over in Europe, and you're more than welcome. This is part one of possibly a two-part, and in this series we look back over the archives of the Telegraph newspaper in the UK. And today we're looking at theirs of the 30th of April 2021, their Diabolical, which is number 5480. As usual, in the first part we use all the basic techniques, and if we don't get a solution to it in using the basics, then we stop and bring out another video with the advanced techniques. So let's see how we go now with this one. Here we have it here. I'm using Sven's Sudoku pad, and there's a link for that down in the comments. What I like about this is you can click on a cell, and whatever candidate is in there, if you double click, you'll find out where there's another one of it, which is great. Now we're only looking for uniques and where there is two possible places for the candidate to be. So for example, in this one, it can't be along there and it can't be along there. So the one is restricted to these two positions here. We just mark them with a pencil mark in the corner, which is the way it's done by tradition. I don't think we can do any more on the ones. Well, we can come down here, not there and not here. So these are known as Snyder Pairs, so we can have a pair of ones there. And that's it for the ones. Let's go on now to the twos. And where is there two? There's one down here. And there's one up at the top. Okay, well that's not too bad, because we can't have it here. We can't have it over there, so we're going to get a unique 2 in here. And let's do it again. And across this way. Can't be here, can't be here. So we're going to get a Snyder pair of 2s in there. And again, we're getting a lot. Can't have it down there, can't have it over here. Another Snyder pair in there. Okay, on now to the 3s. Well, not across there, not across here, and also not up this way, so we get a unique 3 in here. And we'll do it again. Well, we can't have a 3 down there, and we can't have it up this way or across this way. Another unique 3. Not across here, not across here, not down there, so that is where we're going to have our Snyder pair of 3s in there. Look at this, can't be across here, can't be down here. We get a unique 3 in here. And because we have that unique 3 in there, it means we can't have this Snyder in here. And since we're getting rid of that, then this one now must be the unique 3. And hallelujah. And again, I think this will be the final 3. Can't be across there, can't be across here, or down here, which means this now is, I think, the final unique 3. And yes, we have 9 3s in there. Now at this stage, I'm just going to go back quickly over the 1s just to see have I missed out something. And the 2s. Well, now we have. Can't have a 2 down there or up here. So that is where our Snyder 2s are in there. And we know we have all the 3s, so on to the 4s. Not across there or across here or up here. They go in there. Not down this way, not across that way. 2 4s in here. And finally, these 2 4s are also known as a pointing pair. So that's where they are in the house, but also in the row. We can't have any more 4s in the row, which means we can't have any 4s there. Can't have any 4s there, so they're going to be here or here, because we can't have it here either. Sorry. Okay. And 2 5. Over here, not here or here, so we get the 2 5s here. Well, up at the top, can't be here, unique 5 in here. We're getting a lot, aren't we? Where are the 6s? Here they are. Clear that one out, and these 3, so we get 2 of them in here. Down there and up here, and 2 in there. Oh, yeah. Look at this, another unique. Not there or there, so that's where the 6 comes in here. And we've run out of steam. On to 7. Okay. All that's cleared out. Can't have it there, so that's where the 7s will have to be, over there in that house. Actually, not saw this one here. Can't be here. So that's where the 2 7s will be. And that's a pointing pair again, so we can't have 7s down here, we can't have a 7 across there, and we can't have a 7 up there, so that's where the 7s will be in that house. Up here at the top, can't be here, can't be here or there. 7 must be here and not the 4, which means this must be the 4 over here. Can't see anything else there, but I just want to check the 4 again. Well, yeah, because with these 2 4s now, not there, and we'll have 2 4s over here. So we're doing 7, we'll go on now to 8. Not across there or up here, so there are our Snyders in there. And I can't see anything else there, so we'll go on to 9. Well, that's an easy one. Can't have a 9 there, so we'll have 2 9s here. Try it again. This was also a pointing pair, so we can't have 9s here, or here, or here. So that's where the 2 9s will be in that house. No, not down there, not down there, not here. So we get a unique 9 in here. Well, now that's everything. It would be worthwhile to go back over them again. I'll just come back to you if I find anything. Now, I'm not sure why I put the 2 4s in there, because it's only restricted that way, so I think that was a mistake there. I'm going to take those 2 4s out. At least I can't see why I put them in. But then we can see one over here, not there or not there, so we get 2 6s over here. That one there, 7. We can't have a 7 here. So take that one out, and that means this one here has to be the 7. Well, that 8 over here now, it can't be there, so it's going to be here or here. And 8 again. Now, this is an interesting one here. We can't have an 8 down here, or we can't have an 8 across here. Also, because of this pointing pair, we can't have an 8 across here. But where will the 8 be in this house? It'll have to be in one of these 3 cells here, which means we can't have an 8 here either. So the unique 8 must go there. Okay, back up to this one. There's only 2 cells left here, so we should be able to work out what the 2 candidates are for that. And it's going to be 1 and 9, because we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will have to be 1 and 9. Now, I like to colour conjugate pairs. That's what it's called, as a conjugate pair. I colour it green because that's what it is for the house. And for columns, I colour them red. I just like to highlight them because they will have an effect. And they have an immediate effect down here, because there's now 2 more cells left here. Like, we know that 1 and 9 is here. So what are the 2 that are missing here? Well, we have 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4. We have 5. We're missing 6. And we have 7, 8, and 9. So it's 4 and 6. But we have a 4 here. That means that one there now must be a 6. And this one must be the 4. Don't just look at 6s. Well, that 6 there means that this one cannot be a 6, forcing this one here to be the 6. Well, if we look at this one here and see what can go in there between the 3 of them, it has to be, put it down, put it in the middle. 1, 2, 3, a 4, we have 5, 6, 7, and an 8. A 1, 4, and 8. Now, in this one, we cannot have the 1. This one can be a 1, 4, 8, and this one can be a 1, 4, 8. So we can see there that there's 2 1s, top and bottom. So let's get rid of the middle ones and just put in our Snyder pair there of 1s. Now, that's a pointing pair here of 1s. And we've a pointing, well, we've nothing here anyway, which means we're going to have a 1 here and here. Let's stick it in. Now you can see it's a conjugate pair again. So colour it green for the house and red for the column. You know, I should really keep my eyes open. There's a 1 there. They can't have a 1 there. That has to be a unique 2, and that has to be unique 1. Now, that's a bit better. Now, what can you do with the 1s? I don't think it'll make any difference anywhere. No. And the 2s. Up to now, we've been looking basically at houses and see if there are any Snyder pairs there. Now we're going to look at the rows and the columns to see, okay, we've done them for 2 missing cells. We'll go now for 3 missing cells, and if we don't get anything after that, it will be a case of putting in all the possible candidates and going on to the more advanced techniques. So we'll just do it quickly. We know there's a 1, 9 here and an 8, so the 3 missing ones are going to be 1, 8 and 9. So I'll write them into the middle, 1, 8, 9. And we know for starters that we can't have the 8 there, so that's a 1 and 9. Can't have a 9 here. That makes that a 1 and 8, and this one will be 1, 8 and 9. So going across ways, we've got 3 1s, we have 2 9s here, and 2 8s there. Now, where's the next 3? There's 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Well, we know we're going to have 2 6s. What would the other ones be? We don't have 1. We don't have a 5. 1, 5, and 6. 1, 5, 6. And let's see what we can get rid of. This will still be a 1, 5, 6. This will not have the 5 in it because we have a 5 down there. And this one we have a 6 down there. So we can get rid of the 6 there. Any pairs now coming out of that? Well, we've got 3 1s anyway. We're going to have 2 6s here and 2 5s. Okay. Next one we have is, oh, there's a fair number. We've got another one here, 3. So there's a 7 involved. And what else is there besides the 7? It looks like 2, 5, and 7. And looking at this one, again, that is going to be the 2, 5, and 7. We have a 2 here, so that's just going to be a 5 and 7. And we have a 7 down below there, and we have a 2, 5. Okay, and that again is going to translate into 2 pairs. Now, we know this is beginning to look a little bit confusing, but I just want to try this. I never did it this way before. I just want to see what will happen. There's another triple down here, and that triple is going to be, we have the 2, 2, 4, and 8. 2, 4, and 8. Now, what can we get rid of? We can get rid of the 4 in that one. We can get rid of the 2 in that one. So it's again a triple having the 3 of them here and then 2 others. So we're going to end up again with 2 pairs. It looks like we will have a 2 and a 2 there and a 4 and a 4 here. Yeah, that's what they're going to be. And I'm just looking now to see if that has given us anything. We got 2s here. 2 2s there. 2 2s here that don't tie up with those ones. And where's the next one? Here. 2 2s here. They don't quite tie up. They nearly tie up. I wonder, should I stop here and go on to the next video? Look, you know what? It might turn out as something simple. So let me just look at this. You see, there's a 2 here and a 2 here. So look at this one. If that is not a 2, then this has to be the 2. If that's a 2, this is not the 2. And if that's not the 2, then this one must be the 2. Right, that's if that was not the 2. If this is not the 2, this will be the 2. If that's the 2, this will not be the 2. If that's not the 2, this will be the 2. So either way, we won't have a 2 here. We can get rid of that 2. I hope you understood that, did you? Like if this is a 2, then that is definitely not a 2. If it's not a 2, we go this way here, forcing this one to be a 2. So either way, we will not have a 2 there. So I'm going to get rid of that 2 there now, which will make this one the 2. Yeah, because they were the only 2s that were there. Am I right in that? We can't have a 2 along here. We can't have a 2 there. Yeah, so that means this one now must be the 2. Sorry, I'm just... and does that make that one the 4? It does, because there was 2 4. So that is going to be the 4. Well, let's start off with the 2. If that's the 2, then okay, that one will not be the 2. We can't have a 2 there. And which, does that make that one the 2? Not necessarily, because we could have 2s along here. So let's not get totally confused with it, okay? But we do know that this one now has to be the 4. Now, based on that, what can we do? 2s. Well, we now have 2 2s here. Where are my 2s here? And we have 2 2s here. And the 4s. Here would somebody wake me up, for God's sake. Okay, we can't have... What's wrong with me? We can't have a 2 across there. We can't have a 2 across there. So we got our 2 2s there, as I put in there, all right. But if we look at this column, no 2 here, 2 here, no 2 there. So that's the only place that we can put in a 2 there. So make that a 2. And that being a 2 means we can't have a 2 here. Take it out, which means this is going to be the 2 over here. Now where are our 2's going? Alright, so much for the 2's. We have 1 left over here, and it looks like that is going to be an 8, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So stick in the 8 there. That will get rid of this 8 up here, which was in that mode, which makes this one over here the 8 for this row. If that's the 8 for the row, then you can't have the 8 here for the house. Now, let me just get rid of that one first. We have 2 cells left here. If this has to be a 1 9, then this one also has to be a 1 9, because there are only 2 cells there. And we have a 9 here, which means it can't be a 9, so that one there has to be the 1. And if that's the 1, then this one here has to be the 9. And if that's the 9, then this one here has to be the 1. Now, this 1 here means that we can't have the 1 down here. Do you know what? I wonder if we're going to solve this one out, which means this one here has to be the 1 and not the 2. If that's not the 2, then this one has to be the 2 and not the 4. And if that's not the 4, then this one here must be the 4 and not the 5. And that one here must be the 5. And yabba dabba doo. And that 2 means this one can't be the 2. Yeah, I think this is going to sort it out, which means this one here must be the 2. And we now have what looks like a 5 8 5 8, because there's a 5 there and an 8 here. But that can't be a 5 8 because we have an 8 here, which means that one must be the 5. And if that's the 5, then this one must be the 8. That one can't be the 8, needless to say. And what is left there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one there must be a 5. Now, if that's a 5, we only have 1 left here. And what's left here now? I think what's left there now is an 8. Okay. We're motoring along now at this stage. Looking across here, we only have 2 cells left in this row. And what's going to go into those 2 cells now is going to be a 5 and a 9. And we'll colour that. It's for a house and for a row. And remember, this is a house. We have those 2 decided. There's only 2 more left. What is left on this one? We have a 5 there, so that cannot be a 5, thankfully. So it's going to be 1 and 6 by the looks of it. So 1 and 6, and that again is going to be for a house and it's going to be for a row. Now, it would be an awful pity at this stage to have to go back to, I'm going to get rid of the center ones there, to go back to putting in all the possibles. But again, we have a conjugate pair here, and what's left here now is 5 and 7. And this now is going to be coloured just for the row. Oh, look at that. This one, we can't have 1 there. Go away. Which makes this the one for that house and for the row. Now just looking at these 3 over here, what's left, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's left there is 7, 8 and 9. Well, the 8 is here, so we're going to have 2 8s along here. We can have 9. We can't have 2 8s. We have an 8 up there. That can't be an 8, which makes this the 8 and not the 7. And makes this one the 7. And there's just 1 left there, then that one has to be then 9. And now we've got 3 left here, which cannot be, is it 1, 4 and 6? It is 1, 4 and 6. Well, 2 1s here all right, but the 4s, we can't have a 4 there, we can't have a 4 there, so this one must be the 4. We're talking now about the column. That's the only place for the 4 in the column, so we can get rid of the 4 over there. And then we must have a 1 6 1 6, but we have a 6 here, which means this one must be the 1. It's all coming together. And if that's the 1, then this one must be the 6. And if that's the 6, then this one here must be the 1. And colour gone. And looking across here, if that's a 7, 9, then this one over here must also be a 7, 9. The one there, we should have got rid of the one there before. Okay, so this would be a 7, 9, but we have a 7 down here because we're now looking at the rows 7, 9 and 7, 9. So that one there must be the 9. And if that's the 9, then this one has to be the 7 and not the 9. And if that's not the 9, then this one here must be the 9. And that being the 7, this one can't be the 7, which is not the 7, the 5, 7, 7's there. That's the 7 and this is the 5. So make that one the 5 and make that one the 7. Now, we're getting there. There's just one left here now. And the only one that's missing there now is the 8. So we'll stick the 8 in there, which leaves 2 left here. And what's left there is going to be 4 and 6. But we have a 4 here, so that means this one here must be the 6. And if that's the 6, this one here must be the 4. 5, 9, then this has to be a 5, 9. If that's a 5, 9, this is 5, 9, which is an impossibility. We have the 9 there, so that one becomes the 5. If that's the 5, then that becomes the 9. Now we just have 2 left again, and here we have left on this side, looks to me like 6, I hope. And if that's the 6, what is left here? I think it's going to be a 5. Okay, well that's it. Look, sorry I went into something a little bit advanced. I didn't think it would sort it out, but it did. I enjoyed it anyway, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you haven't come across chains before, go down below and have a look in the comments. There is a section there on tutorials that I've made up, and you can find a tutorial there on a singles chain, but it'd also be worth your while looking at strong, weak links and alternating inference chains. They're very, very interesting. Now, thanks for watching. If you like, don't forget to give comments anyway, whether you like it or not. Thumbs up, really, really, really appreciated, and it helps to get other people notified of these things that are going on. And if you like doing these, delving into the past of the Telegraph Diabolical Sudoku puzzles, do come back again. And if you want to be sure to know when the next one is coming out, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and it'll be coming out in about a week's time on a Friday. Okay, so until the next time, Slán Tamil.